Hello, my friends. Let's get our warm up going on today, guys. If you need to stretch your bodies at all first, if you need to make sure you're in a good focus spot, a spot you can listen, whatever you got to do, and then get your brain power going. Here we go. I heard this one's tricky for a lot of you. It was tricky for me at first, too. We've got the A, and what is it doing? Washing the squash. So we say, a washa, a squasha. Good. OLT, colt, olt. It's a green card, so it's a glute sound. Very good. ONK, honk, onk. UE, rule, oo. You flew, oo. You pupil, you. Okay, and let's close those out. How about this one? I had a lot of people tell me this was tricky for them. I, animal, or I. Right? Because some people say animal and some people say animal. Depends on the way you pronounce it. We all pronounce things differently sometimes. Now for our R control. AR, car R. OR, horn or. ER, her IR, bird UR, burner. Okay, and let's review some sound-alike words. What does this one say, everybody? Throne. Can you give me a sentence? The king sat on his throne. Word? Plain. Sentence? I like to eat plain yogurt. Word? Plain. Sentence? Look at the plane in the sky. Word? Mail. Sentence? I need to check the mailbox every day. Word? Mail. Sentence? We have only had presidents who are male so far. Mind. Here's the other mind. Which one means inside your brain? This one. It's your mind. Okay. Good work on the sound-alike review. And now for a new word of the day. Okay. It's time for a word of the day, my friends. Here we go. One handy dandy syllable frame for a one-syllable word. The word is luckiest. So the base word is luck. I'm going to change it to say lucky because you might be lucky, but I'm the luckiest because I get to hang out with you every day on these videos. So I need the other suffix ending, est. Okay, what do we have to do here? That's right. When a word ends with a Y and we're adding a suffix, we need to change the Y to what letter? I. And it still sounds the same. It still sounds like an E, lucky. So then we can write it all together. Luckiest. Luck is our base word. The I sounds like a long E, and then est is our other suffix ending, the luckiest. And for a simple sentence, what could we say? I am the luckiest. I am the luckiest. Okay, let's try some more words like this. I'm going to use my syllable spots up here. Before we do some more, well, let's jump into it. I want to try the word frostiness. So I'm going to write my base word here, frost. I'm going to add my suffix y because frost is a base word. There might be frost in the morning on a cold winter day, but then it might be frosty. That's how we would describe the air. Ooh, it's frosty out. But then we might have frostiness everywhere. So we know we would change this Y that sounds like an E, change it to an I, and put it all together. Frostiness. And let's mark it. We have one syllable. What does the I sound like here? It sounds like a long E. And then we have the suffix ness in frostiness. Great job. Let's try another word. Do you ever eat mashed potatoes? And do they ever have lumps in them? Well, I think the lumpier, the better. So this next word is lumpier. Watch how I do it. Lump, and then the first suffix would be plus the E, and then the second syllable or suffix would be the ER. But if we put it all together, we have to change the Y to an I and then add ER. Lumpier. Okay, I'm going to write one more word and then I want you to tell me if you can break it all down. Okay, try to read this word. What does it say? Kind of looks silly. What's the word? Good, crunchiness. What's the base word? Crunch. What's the first suffix? The I, and it sounds like an E. And what's the second suffix? Ness. Great job, everybody. Okay, that concludes our word of the day, which was luckiest. So now we need to add it into the student notebooks. So go ahead and word of the days go in vocabulary. Luckiest, we have to find the L's. It's just like using a handheld dictionary. And I found it on page 70. So you know the deal. Write luckiest on the top and then copy the sentence here. Make sure when you write luckiest, you mark it. And after you write your sentence, you scoop it and read it smoothly. I am the luckiest. That's how I'm going to scoop mine. You could scoop it differently. I am the luckiest. But I want to really emphasize I, so that's why I scooped it this way. I am the luckiest. Okay, so pause here to copy down your student notebook entry. All right, guys, if you're back, I bet you did your neatest writing in your student notebook with luckiest, and we're going to do a dictation. Today, you should use your dictation paper. If you have it, today's a paper day, but if you don't, I'm going to use my whiteboard, and that's okay. All right. So, my friends, we'll start with 4 sounds. So if you want to number your whiteboard for the sounds, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can do it like that. Okay, here's our first sound. I'll give you all of them and then we'll pause and check it. Repeat after me. Eh. Write the letter that says eh. Number 2, E. Write all the ways to do E. You should have 4. Number 3, write all the ways to do the short U sound. There's 3. And number 4, repeat after me. Write all the ways to do k. There's 3. Okay, let's check those sounds together. Short E is just E. And then we did long E. You should have E like in me, E. You should have E dash E like Pete, E. You should have Y like baby. And you should have I like in all these words we're editing where we say happiness and it changes to an I. Then we did the short U sound. And there's an A in there because in words like Alaska, it sounds like a short U at the end, but it's an A. There's an I because in a word like animal, it can sound like an I, or animal, it can sound like a U, but it's spelt with an I. And the U is there because, of course, U up, And then we have our 3 ways for the k sound. Okay. And remember, in the front of your student notebook, all of these sounds are there. So if you're having trouble following me or remembering this, take the time to pause these videos and really look. And even after I do my warm-up each day, my videos are only 15 minutes, but you have 30 minutes for foundations at home. So if you need to pause and do a little research when you're stuck or confused, you should do that. Take your learning into your own hands. Okay, we did 4 sounds. Next we'll do 3 words. So just number it 1, 2, 3. Okay, repeat after me. Pansies. Pansies are my favorite flower. What's the base word? Pansy. And I want to have more than one because I like them. So we're going to make it plural. Okay, pause if you need more time. Number 2, repeat after me. Potatoes. I don't want just one, but I want lots of potatoes. And number 3, stickiest. She has the stickiest fingers. All right, if you're back, you must be done. Let's check them and mark them together. So pansies, I wrote out this equation. Pansy plus ES, I know it's ES because it's after a Y, equals pansies. Base, or the root word here would be the pansy. The I sounds like a long E. And the suffix would be the ES. So mark yours up with me. Pause here if you need to. Potatoes. Base word is potato. Suffix ES. Potatoes. And we know that rule. If it's after O, it's ES. And then we have stickiest. So the base word would be stick. And then the I is our first suffix. The EST is our second suffix. Stick E. And the I sounds like a long E. Okay, pause here if you need to have more help or time on those. Okay, go ahead and erase, my friends. And we can go ahead and do 2 review trick words. Actually, we did the review trick words yesterday. Instead, we'll do 2 homophones or sound-alikes. So 1, 2. The first one, my sentence is, we need flour for cupcakes. Write the correct flour. Number 2. Kendra had thrown it in the trash. Write the correct thrown. Okay, when you're finished, you can check yours with mine. This flower and this thrown. Okay, and real quick, here's your sentence. Those puppies are the cutest dogs. Repeat it back. Okay, pause and write your sentence. And you can end by checking yours to mine. Go ahead, fix up any mistakes. Pause it if you need, and I'll see you next time.